The spirit in here, boy, I just feel a fresh anointing. It's just so pure, so holy. Right now, I just take a breath. I just had to breathe it in. I just had to.
Yes.
I just had to breathe it in. Just something about the word and believers come together and lifting up his what he wants, him, his righteousness, his holiness, his awesomeness, he's so pure, he's so wonderful, he's uncontaminated, he's peaceful, he's all those things you can think of, whatever you think of Jesus.
Hallelujah.
And he's given us that through his Holy Spirit. Every day we're walking in it. So when you wake up in the morning, you can just breathe.
That's right. Amen.
In his presence. And I just want to, first of all, definitely give an honor to God for this opportunity in my life. I definitely want to thank Apostle Bell for giving me this opportunity. And when she inboxed me on Facebook, it shocked me. It shocked me because at that moment in my life, I was going through a transition. When God had actually at that very moment asked me, he said, "You've been buried too long and I never buried you." And at that very moment, I was like, but I left the church and people, they said all these things and they was upset and they was, they had a spirit of offense and they came in me and I became offended. And what do you want me to do? He was just like, I've already opened up a door. And I don't know if you guys know anything about transition and God, because he created everything, but he uses symbols like, animals like butterflies, caterpillars. We do it, but we don't realize the significance and what he's trying to show us when he gives us, especially with cocoons and butterflies.
Yes, God.
So,
go ahead.
For the past 6 months, I couldn't even tell my husband or my family, but for the past 6 months, I kept seeing butterflies, like literally butterflies like near me in my house, like especially in the summertime, and it started becoming fall. They were still there, the same ones. And my beautician could tell you better than me. I was going to get my hair done for my birthday in September, and it was one butterfly at her door of her shop, and I could touch him, and he did not move.
Wow.
And she is a witness to this. And she was like, he is not moving. I said, I think God is trying to let me know I'm in a season of transition. In a season of transition.
My God.
She was like, I'm staying on one accord with you on that. And when my husband dropped me off here, the first thing I seen when I got the door was this butterfly right there. And I was just like, transition. You released me at this moment. And that's what he gave me, is that the word he wants me to speak today, it's a small word, is transition.
Amen.
Transition. And he said that the people of God, the ones that are truly called by his name, definitely needs to open up their ear and see the transitions that's playing forth in your life.
Yes, God.
My God.
That's right.
Come on.
The transition in your life is only going to happen by the way you respond. By the way you respond. Because he has given us all the power and the authority to rule this earth, but we have to respond in obedience, in prayer, definitely in fasting, and and definitely about our attitude and humble ourselves as the people of God and accept the mandate on our lives.
Accept it.
And that's one thing that I failed 3 years ago. He gave me the opportunity to be elevated, but out of fear, out of frustration, out of pride, I walked away. And I put myself in a place of being buried. I buried myself. I buried myself. When that time when he should have been nurturing me in my gift. And the one thing that I studied, because he gave me 2 things that he wants the people of God to understand through your transition.
Yes, God.
Not only just the way you respond, because we respond sometimes with fear, frustration, doubt, pain, loneliness, but that we need to remember that he never changes.
Yes.
And that's one thing that he gave to me, that we forget that he never changes. He is the beginning, he's the end, he is all things. He's the creator of the heavens and the earth.
Yes.
All that is within and above and below. He
Yes,
created those things.
Come on now, wait on it.
So the scripture I definitely want you guys to remember, and I want you to study, and I want you to digest, is Hebrews chapter 1, verse 10 through 12. He says, the author says, you, Lord, in the beginning laid the foundation of the earth. And the heavens are the work of your hands, his hands. They will perish, but you remain. He remains. And they will all grow old like a garment. Like a cloth, you will fold them up, and they will be changed. But you are the same, and your years will not fail.
Amen.
Stand on that word. Dissect and continue to grow from that word.
Yes, God.
That he will never change. So if he created you, why would he neglect you?
Come on.
Yeah.
During that transition? If he put something in your heart, in your mind, in your soul, in your belly, why would he neglect you?
Come on.
In his word, he said, I will never leave you nor forsake you.
Yes.
And that's one thing you need to realize, that your father gave you a gift. He wants you to use that gift. It's time for us to stand forth mighty as one, as a corporate, and standing on that God will not change. He will not leave you. He will release you.
Yes, God. Yes, God.
He will release you. He will purge out those who truly do not support you.
Come on.
He will place people there that's going to nurture you and pour into you.
Yes, God.
Financially.
Yep. Yes.
Financially.
Hallelujah. Yes.
Financially.
Yes.
Yes. It's
Spiritually.
It is real.
My God.
Holy.
Yes, God.
Yes.
And those that are righteous.
Yes.
The one thing that I was sitting and I was praying, and you had, I don't know your name, you had said a prayer that you're going to break insecurities. And that spoke so deep to me.
Hit the core.
Like, I feel like that's just that word, that we walk in insecurities. Even those that have so many big buildings and they do all these things, the reason why they have pride is because they're insecure. If they were not insecure, they wouldn't have so much pride. God has called us to be in the bottom, in the top, in the middle. You don't need to be insecure when you're doing your own work.
You better say that. Your own work. Yes.
Well,
I heard you.
So you remember that he don't change. He called you in this position.
come on here.
How about that?
The next scripture that he is the same
Yeah.
yesterday and today.
Yes. Oh,
My
yes.
God.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
And that we should not move. Do not move. Do not go and search for other things, such as other guys, all these things about people that they